Let's get something straight. Women hear compliments every single day. Some guy on the street tells her she's hot. A co-worker says she looks nice. Social media is a non-stop flood of emojis and empty flattery. So if you think tossing out a casual "you're beautiful" is going to have her lying in bed fantasizing about you, you're wrong. Ordinary compliments make you ordinary. But here's the secret. It's not about what you say, it's about what you notice. The compliments that stick are the ones that show you see her deeper than anyone else does. They're specific, they're genuine, and they tap into her desire to be desired not just for her looks, but for the parts of her most men overlook. So let me break down 3 compliments that, when done right, plant themselves in her mind like wildfire. These aren't cheesy pickup lines. They're psychological triggers that will make her play your words on repeat long after the conversation ends. Compliment number 1. I love the way your mind works. Forget telling her she's pretty. She already knows. What women crave is to feel that their thoughts, ideas, and quirks are noticed. When you admire her intelligence, her creativity, or her way of seeing the world, you hit a nerve most guys miss. Example: maybe she tells a story with sharp wit, or she makes an observation that surprises you. Instead of a bland "you're smart," lean in and say, I love the way your mind works. You notice things no one else would. That line doesn't just compliment her brain, it validates her uniqueness. Why it works. Attraction isn't just physical, it's mental. Women want to feel desired for their mind because it suggests depth. When you highlight her thought process, you're telling her she's more than a face, more than a body, and trust me, most men don't bother to go there. That's why it's powerful. How it makes her fantasize. She'll replay that line in her head later, especially when she's alone. She'll think, he really sees me. He gets me. That feeling of being truly understood is addictive, and it's tied directly to intimacy. You've basically carved out a spot in her imagination by admiring the part of her most men ignore. Compliment number 2. You make me feel. This one flips the script. Instead of focusing on her directly, you tell her how she impacts you. That's powerful because it turns her presence into an experience, and women love to feel like they affect you on a deeper level. Example: instead of the standard "you're gorgeous," say, you make me feel calm when you talk, or you make me feel like time flies when I'm with you. See the difference? Now she's not just pretty, she's an experience. You've made her presence the drug. Why it works. Women are constantly told what they are: beautiful, sexy, cute. But when you tell her what she does to you emotionally, you stand out. It shifts the focus from her looks to her impact. That impact makes her feel powerful, magnetic, unforgettable. How it makes her fantasize. When she's lying in bed later, she'll think about that effect she has on you. She'll wonder how far it goes, what else she could make you feel, how much control she has over your emotions. That curiosity, that's where the fantasy begins. Compliment number 3. There's something about you. This one is lethal because it's intentionally incomplete. By leaving it open-ended, you create intrigue. Women love mystery, and this line plants a seed that grows in her imagination long after you walk away. Example: you lock eyes with her and say, there's something about you. I can't put my finger on it, but it pulls me in. That's it. No explanation, no over-talking, just enough to stir her curiosity. Why it works. The human brain hates unfinished puzzles. When you give her a compliment that doesn't fully define itself, she'll obsess over it. What did he mean? What's different about me? What does he see that others don't? She'll replay your tone, your look, your energy, trying to decode it. How it makes her fantasize. Because it's vague, her mind fills in the blanks. Maybe she decides you were hinting at her sensuality, her charm, her uniqueness. Whatever meaning she assigns, she owns it, and it becomes her personal fantasy. You created the spark, but she builds the fire. Now don't screw this up by spitting these lines like you memorized them off TikTok. The magic is in delivery. Here are the non-negotiables. Eye contact. Say it while looking into her eyes. No glancing at the floor, no nervous twitching. Tone, slow, steady, and genuine. If you sound rushed or rehearsed, you kill the moment. Timing, don't stack compliments. Drop one at a time at the right moment and then move on. Let it breathe. The point isn't to shower her with praise. It's to drop a line that feels like it came straight from your chest, not your mouth. Because beauty fades into background noise. She hears it all the time. Compliments that target her mind, her impact, or her mystery. Those stick. They feel rare, valuable, unforgettable. They flip a switch inside her, making her think about you when she's alone, replaying your words like a song stuck in her head. And that's exactly where you want to be, inside her imagination. Say these 3 compliments with confidence. I love the way your mind works. You make me feel there's something about you. Delivered right, they don't just flatter her, they haunt her in the best way possible. And if you do it correctly, don't be surprised if she's lying in bed that night, wide awake, fantasizing about the guy who saw her differently than everyone else. If these compliments opened your eyes to how attraction really works, don't just keep this to yourself. Hit that like button, share it with a friend who needs to level up his game, and subscribe for more love psychology secrets that most guys will never figure out. And tell me in the comments, which compliment are you bold enough to try first?